Welcome, ladies and gents. Captain America, Brave New World. It's got the runtime revealed. Its tickets now on sale. And we've got some rumoured production budgets and kind of worked out how much it costs per minute. And it's quite insane, actually. $3 million per minute. Production budget of over $300 million. Wild. Like, actually wild. Genuinely quite insane. I don't see the hype for it, so I think Marvel would be quite concerned. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, and I don't see it on screen either. I think that's the major thing that always surprises me about Marvel movies is the astronomical budgets, and then you look and you're like, well, where is it actually on the screen? It's all shot on massive sound stages, and it's just intangible nonsense. Anyway, I digress. We're going to dive into this today. Hit subscribe if you're new here, and do turn the bell notifications on, but especially if you're a returning viewer that is not yet subscribed. It'd be great to have you here more often, and you do keep coming back, and I can't grow the channel without you, so hit subscribe. Anyway, like I said, look at this. Captain America Brave New World runtime has been revealed. It is the shortest Captain America movie, but the most expensive. Now, ordinarily, you'd look at that and you'd say, well, you know, adjust it for inflation, I guess. This is well above inflation. Well above inflation. And I guess it being the shortest puts it as kind of like a shrinkflation situation, which is comical. But yeah, the troubled film cost nearly $3 million per minute. I mean, that is mental. That is insane. So Marvel Studios is gearing up for the release of Captain America Brave New World, but early revelations about its runtime and budget are raising eyebrows across the industry. Yeah, I think Bob Iger is probably very, very concerned, and Kevin Feige is like, shit. So, FYI, this article is linked down below, so check it out. So, Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson. Oh, this is just how it is. I don't know. I like Anthony Mackie as an actor, and lots of people don't think he's good. They don't think he's got the charisma to carry a film. I think he has the charisma to carry certain types of films. He was very good in Synchronic, actually, as a lead. He was really good in that. I really like that film. So it says this, at just 118 minutes long, this film will be the shortest Captain America movie to date. It's not that, but FYI, not by much. Like, the rest, and well, yeah, kind of by a little bit, to be honest. The rest was like 124 minutes, the first Avenger was, 136 for Winter Soldier, and then 148 minutes for Civil War. So it was, I guess it is kind of different. You know, it's kind of low. But anyway, whatever. So it's the shortest Captain America movie to date, but its budget has reportedly ballooned to a staggering $350 million. That's mental. I think what's actually really mental about it is they didn't film this in London or the UK. Now, that's significant because Disney has been moving a lot of their productions to the UK, and the reason being is they get 25.5% of their production budget just gifted back to them by way of reimbursal. It's just to encourage companies to film here, I guess. You know, they'll tax everyone else to oblivion, but they'll give our tax away to movie companies. Weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is that they won't be getting that back. They filmed the majority of it in LA, California, and then Canada. Canada was actually host to quite a lot of this. But $350 million is insane. Even if you knocked off, I don't know, $50 million of that for some form of a tax rebate that they'll get from some of the places that they were at. $300 million for this movie. That's insane. You know, you're still looking at $600 million to break even just on production budget. They've got marketing on top of that as well. I mean, this film damn near needs to hit like $1 billion to start making money. That's mental. Like, actually astronomically mental. But yeah, if that is the number that they hit, it does mean that it's $2.9 million per minute of runtime. The $350 million figure is actually a low-end projection. Some outlets believe that this film cost upwards of $375 million. So the high-end figure would put the per minute cost of this film at $3.1 million per minute. And so this is what it used to. This is previously, by the way. I mean, again, just to put it into sort of perspective here, Captain America: Civil War, $250 million budget. Again, yeah, you're looking at a 10-year difference almost, but an extra $100 million. Inflation doesn't do that, mate. That's not inflation. This is mismanagement. It's Kevin Feige's mismanagement. You know, the first Avenger, $140 million budget. You can see, you know, $140 million. That's good. $140 million is good. And you could see as well that even back then in 2011, $140 million was a fair amount of money, right? Not small fry cash, but they did a lot with it. They did a hell of a lot with $140 million, didn't they, if you think about it? Winter Soldier in 2014, $170 million. Again, they managed to do a lot with that budget. Civil War, that would have been expensive primarily because they would have had to start paying out significant chunks of money for additional sort of actor fees, right? But this movie has people brand new to the MCU in it. Like, the only ones really returning are Anthony Mackie. What's his fee now? Like, it's not like $25-50 million, is it? This doesn't make any sense. These numbers are insane. 375 or 350 million. It's mental. Actually mental. As this article notes, it's wild to note that the film actually surpasses Civil War, a nearly 2.5-hour blockbuster featuring an ensemble Avengers cast, including Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson, in budget and cost per minute. Brave New World has been plagued by reports of numerous rewrites and reshoots and test screens that went bad. Reshoots and marketing, it's estimated that the total cost of the film could approach $500 million. So that means it will actually have to hit $1 billion to make a profit. And remember, ladies and gents, most people will just be like, I'll wait for it to drop on Disney Plus, thanks. Because they've neutered themselves here. They've destroyed their secondary revenue stream. It says this, compounding matter, buzz for the movie's tepid at best, early box office projections, I've done a video on this. They think that the domestic opening will be about either $81 or $107 million opening domestic, which is atrocious. And when that typically will have a 60% drop off from first week to second week, this film is nowhere near breaking even. Nowhere near. Just in raw numbers. I tweeted this out today, like, today in What's Racist or something like that. I know anyone that thinks critique of this movie means that you're racist because you don't like, you know, black Captain America. This has nothing to do with that, right? I like Anthony Mackie. I like him as an actor. I think he's a good actor. This is just raw data. They are going to struggle to turn a profit with this. They just will. And make no mistake, I think they'd struggle to turn a profit with this, even with Chris Evans. Because $350 million, $500 million all in, is mental. That's insane. Like, it's just raw data. Like, it's just, those numbers don't stack up. They're crazy. So there you go. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. It's pretty crazy. So there you go. I don't have much else to say, really. I think it's going to really struggle. And I think that budget, like $1 billion to break even, is just... yeah, it's just clown world, isn't it, really? So there you go. Let me know what you think down below. Are you keen on this? Are you not? Do you think... where do you think it's going to sit opening weekend? 100 million domestic? Because even that's bad. Leave your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.